Jai Hind everyone. We are on chapter 6 and we are covering all the definitions that are related to exercise 6.2, and in this regard we will study co-interior angles. What do you understand by co-interior angles? Angles on the same side of the transversal are known as co-interior angles. Interior means angles formed in the inner side, right? And co-interior means the angles on the same side. So on left hand side we have two angles, angle 1 and 2, and on right hand side we have two angles, angle 3 and 4. So these are known as your co-interior angles. So angle 1 and 2 forms a pair of co-interior angles. Similarly angle 3 and 4 forms a pair of co-interior angles, right? Now there is a property of co-interior angles. If two lines are parallel, suppose line M and line N, and this is the transversal. So if line M and N are parallel and a transversal T intersects these two lines on different points, then the two co-interior angles forms a linear pair. Linear pair means the sum of the angles will be equal to 180 degree, or we can say the two angles are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum of the two angles is equals to 180 degree, right? And there is a trick to understand the co-interior angles. In co-interior angles, a C kind of the figure is formed, and these two angles in the interior side are known as co-interior angles, and this is the mirror image of C, and these two angles are known as co-interior angles. Like this, there is a C, it forms a figure like C, this one, and this is the mirror image of C, like this. So C you will find in the spelling of co-interior, the first word is C, first letter is C. So C kind of the figure is formed in co-interior angles, and if lines are parallel, the sum of the two co-interior angles will be equal to 180 degree. And alternate interior angles, I am telling you, in alternate interior angles, Z kind of the figure has been formed, because in alternate interior, so we will consider the interior angles, these two angles, right? This is Z, and the mirror image of Z is like this. So these are the alternate interior angles. In this figure, this is like Z. So angle 1 and angle 4 are co-interior angles. Similarly, this is the mirror image of Z. So 3 and 2, these are the alternate interior angles, and alternate interior angles are equal if lines are parallel, right? Now move on to some theorems which will be applied to find the solutions of the problems of exercise 6.2 and further. So here is your theorem 6.2. According to theorem 6.2, if a transversal intersects, the transversal intersects two parallel lines. These are the parallel lines. Suppose this is line M and this is line N, this is transversal small t. Then each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. We know Z kind of the figure forms in alternate interior angles. Therefore, angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Theorem 6.3. According to theorem 6.3, if a transversal intersects two lines, line M and line N, such that a pair of alternate interior angles is equal. A pair of alternate interior angle is equal. It is given that angle 1 is equals to angle 2. If alternate interior angles are equal, then we can say the two lines M and N are parallel to each other. Theorem 6.3 is just opposite of theorem 6.2. In 6.2, lines are parallel. Then we have shown that alternate interior angles are equal. While in theorem 6.3, alternate interior angles are equal, it is given. So if alternate interior angles are equal, then we can say the lines are parallel directly. While finding the solution of the exercise, we can directly apply this rule. Or if the lines are parallel, we can directly write that the alternate interior angles are equal. When we will solve questions of exercise 6.2, then it will be clear to you all. But for now, you have to understand the concept. Now move on to the next theorem, theorem 6.4. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, what is given to us? A transversal and two parallel lines. Suppose transversal is T and lines are M and N. This is M, N, and this is transversal T. Then each pair of interior angles, how many interior angles are there? There are 4 interior angles, 1, 3, 4 and 2, because these 4 angles lie in the interior part of the parallel lines, right? This is the interior part where angle 1, 2, 3, 4 are formed. So then each pair of interior angles on the same side means on left hand side or on the right hand side, is supplementary. Supplementary means the sum of the angles will be equal to 180 degree. Here on the same side of the transversal and in the interior part there are 2 angles 1 and 2, and on the right hand side there are 2 angles 3 and 4. According to theorem, these angles are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum of the angle is equals to 180 degree, and this is the property of co-interior angles which I have discussed. In co-interior angles, C kind of the figure is formed. This is your reverse image of C and this is your image of C. So the angles, if co-interior angles are supplementary, right? Move on to theorem 6.5. This is the converse of theorem 6.4. Here lines are parallel, therefore we can say the sum of the two co-interior angles will be supplementary. And according to theorem 6.5, if the two co-interior angles are supplementary, then we can say that the lines are parallel to each other, right? So theorem 6.5 is the converse of theorem 6.4, right? Or we can say theorem 6.4 is converse of theorem 6.5. Now move on to the last theorem of this exercise, theorem number 6.6. According to theorem 6.6, lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Means here in this diagram 3 lines are given, line M, line P and line small n, and this is the transversal T. So given that line M is parallel to line P and also line small n is parallel to line P, right? What do you understand? Both lines, line M as well as line small n, are parallel to the same line P. So according to theorem 6.6, lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Parallel to each other means these two lines M and N will be parallel to each other, right? So far what is given to us? Line M has a connection with line P. What is the connection? That both lines are parallel. Okay, line N is also having the same connection with line P, that both lines are parallel. So in this case P is cancelled by this P and line M is parallel to line N. So you need to understand the meaning of these theorems, and we will apply it in solving the questions of exercise 6.2 from our next videos. So it is my suggestion for all of you that you have to understand these theorems and you have to learn their statement also, because whenever we will apply these results, whenever we will apply these results to find out the solution of any question, then we will write the complete statement of the theorem. So all the definitions has been discussed with you. This is the simpler form to find out the alternate interior angles. This is the simpler form to find out the co-interior angles, right? Linear pair of angles has been discussed. Adjacent angles has been discussed. Corresponding angles has been discussed. Alternate exterior angles has been discussed. Linear pair of angles has been discussed. So all kind of the definitions related to the angles has been discussed so far. Now we will move on to the next important part, which is exercise 6.2. Thank you and have a nice day.